What's going on, guys? Steele here. Thought I'd do a bit of a video today on microbevels and why I like them. First off, I'd like to thank all my new subscribers. When I did the giveaway, I wasn't expecting the overwhelming surge of support that I got, so thank you guys very much, and I hope I continue to put out videos that you guys enjoy. So what I thought I would talk about today, though, is the microbevel and why I like it. The microbevel pretty much allows you to strengthen a thin edge and also make your sharpening, your touch-ups a little quicker. And I thought I'd give you a little demonstration as well. This M390 Paramilitary 2, I carried it at work. And we get boats that come in that need shipped, they need unpacked from being shipped on the road. And so I cut a lot of rope holding things together, break down a lot of boxes containing assembly parts for the boat. So this got a lot of work out. I mean, I had more cuts than I can care to try and think about right now. And this edge on here is a 12-degree secondary bevel with that's 12 degrees per side, and then a 15 degrees per side microbevel. It's also known as a tertiary bevel. That's, I think, its proper term, but it's kind of referred to as a microbevel because it's really small. So I thought I would show you first off. I'm going to have to zoom in to show you the damage. First off, though, it's quite dull. I mean, it's pretty dull. It's still in a condition where I could do a ton of work still, but it's not, you can see it's not really catching. If I go kind of slow, I can get it to catch, and then you can start to see where the damage is. But I can still do pretty good slicing, which means if I can slice this paper, I can get a lot of cutting done still. And the M390 actually has quite a bit of bite still. Like, I could still be doing slicing cuts, pull cuts with it. Probably due to carbide volume. So, let me show you the damage, though. I'm going to have to zoom up to do this. This is also a kind of a trick you can do on your own if you want to try and determine edge damage. Sometimes it's hard to tell, but I'm going to hit it with some light here. And you can see, try and get it to show. You can see the spots glinting. Let me get that dust off. Okay, so you can see the spots on the edge that are glinting. It looks pretty serious way up close. That's pretty much showing, though, with the light reflecting any spot on the edge that is damaged. So like I said, it looks pretty severe. It's really not all that bad. So I'm just going to show you how quickly, though, we can remove a lot of that damage. So we're just going to go right on a 15-degree setting. You don't have to do the stroke. Like, I'm doing it this way because it's not so damaged that I really need to try and remove a lot of metal. If I'm trying to move a lot of metal, I will do like a technique I learned from Jay Davis, lay it on the flats and just work it until you get the damage out. But with the microbevel, it's not going to take long to repair the damaged edge. In fact, probably already there's a much higher level of edge bite. So you can see just with you can still see we have some rolls, but it's not anything like it was. So the edge damage is significantly less already, just on like 10 strokes per side. And if I examine it with the flashlight, I can still see where there's like a roll or two, but again, like I said, significantly decreased. So a couple more of the advantages of a micro bevel are that when I go to resharpen, instead of needing to work all this steel off the secondary bevel to get back to the apex and clean that again, I only have to go to an incredibly small amount, generally almost not visible. With a flashlight, I may be able to spot or demonstrate how, sorry, this is on high still. Okay, so you can see where the secondary, this might be too bright still. See where the secondary it's probably just too bright. I'm not sure on a close-up, but I can show you. Can you see right there at the edge how the light reflects differently, almost like there's a hair length along it? That's how small a micro bevel is. So very small, and so when you go to do a touch-up, the amount of metal you have to remove is less, which also in turn over many sharpening sessions, instead of removing all the steel along your secondary bevel, you are only taking off a little amount. So your blade is going to have longer lasting, it's going to last longer as you sharpen up, you know, your main bevel. So you just also add some life to your blade if you do use it a lot and have to go do touch-ups. It's just very handy. I don't know what time I'm at right now. So that's pretty much it, guys. I just wanted to do a quick, kind of informative video and talk about it. I think the microbevel has advantages. One more I guess I should talk about too is, like, with the thinness that this secondary bevel is at, 12 degrees per side, that's pretty low. Probably the most common really is 15 to 20. That's what you'll most commonly hear. A lot of times you hear 15 degrees per side, 20 degree micro bevel. Some people don't do a micro bevel. They'll just do their secondary bevel and, you know, clean it. So if you have a real thin edge like that, when you get down to the apex it's thin, you can add a micro bevel for some added strength. So right at the apex, it'd be better to do a demonstration. Check out Jay Davis's video, I'll link it below this. He has an excellent topic with some visual representation. But you thicken your apex just a little bit, so after you've initiated the cut you still have your thin secondary bevel, and you don't really sacrifice having a thick angle all the way up to your primary grind. So, alright guys, that's pretty much it. Hopefully, you know, you found it at least interesting. And that's it for me for now. I'll catch you guys in the next video, and as always, thank you for watching.